Hello, it's the Comic Book Guy, and welcome back to the Walking Dead comic series, issue number 7 we're on now. In the last issue number 6, it was quite shocking, to be honest. We had a funeral for Amy, Andrea's sister. Jim, we left him to die in the woods. And Shane. Cole killed Shane. I mean, Cole killed Shane in the TV show, but it was much later on. No, fuck, well, he's dead before we even leave the first camp. I mean, that's mad. Anyway, it seems like it's going to be a bit cold now, so let's get into the winter wonderland of The Walking Dead. Laurie. Cole's fast asleep in the car. It's the first time he's slept since we hit the road 2 days ago. Good. He seems to be taking things well as can be expected. Are you okay? Look at it. The whole city is overrun. We can't even get in without being attacked. My parents are dead. Everyone that came to the city for protection is dead. They'd have to be. Nobody could survive that. And Rick, 3 weeks he's been in that coma. He doesn't even know this has happened. And we left him to come here for this. I suggest just going back for him. But he's safe at the hospital. It's the safest place for him, and we can't help him in his condition. Besides, if the government is going to start cleaning this place up soon, near a major city, it's the best place to be. Oh Shane, I can't thank you enough for coming with us. Cole and I would never have made it down here on our own. I'd never be able to repay you. I don't know what's going through your head, but I'm a wreck. I don't really know how to explain it. With all that's going on with Rick and my parents and the world, don't take this the wrong way, but I just feel so alone. Oh, so this is a flashback to, like, near the start of things. I get you, I get you. You slag. Laurie, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. No, Shane, don't apologise. Everything we've been through, everything we're going through, I understand. Shane, I need you. I need you. Oh, Laurie. Don't be shagging on the fucking motorway, okay? I know you're falling in love and all that bollocks, and it's only been 3 weeks and she's already fucked her husband off. But still. I've wanted this for so long. See, she's a fucking slag, man. Honestly, she's wanted it for so long. It's only been 3 weeks since the end of the world, so even when she was with Rick, she was like, oh, I want me a bit of Shane. Jesus Christ. Yep, well, the cunt's dead now anyway. That's like 2 funerals in 2 days. Jesus. Alright then. Bloody hell, man, she's starting to look like an evil anime character. Triple dot. Time to move on. Time to leave the camp. You son of a bitch. No, it's not nice to spit on a man's grave. What a day, huh? Laurie, she's taking it harder than the rest of us. I guess with the trip down here, him taking care of her and Cole, she trusted him. Hell, we all did. I never would have thought he'll be one to snap like that. He just lost it. He was my friend, probably my best friend. This shit we're in is not to be taken lightly. If it can change a man like Shane so drastically, we're in deeper shit than we thought. I better hand back. Let her catch up. We'll talk later. How is she doing? Better, but it's going to be a long time before that poor girl is going to be back to normal. Dale, do you think any of us will ever be back to normal? After today, not really. And speaking of which, and I'm not saying this to say I told you so, I saw this coming. Shane's been changing since you arrived. I think he was in love with your wife. I know, the things he was rambling on about before he tried to shoot me. That's all that makes sense. Yeah, but what I'm getting at is that everyone in this camp was starting to get wary of Shane. The attacks, Amy, Jim, we are ready to move this camp, Rick. We let Shane call the shots because he was a cop. I'm an old man, Glenn's a kid, Alan, well, he's not leadership material. We need someone to look up to make us feel safe, especially the women. I've talked to everyone earlier. We think that someone is you. Okay then. Get some sleep. We're moving camp tomorrow. We've been here long enough as it is. Oh, and one more thing. Andrea's been keeping track of days since this whole thing went down. Unless she's messed up along the way, tomorrow is Christmas. Don't tell anyone, do you hear me? I don't want anyone to know. I don't want to have to explain to my son that on top of all this other shit, Santa can't find him. Let's just skip Christmas this year, okay? I don't want to upset the kids. Okay? Understood. Fucking hell, Rick, you're getting a bit aggressive about Christmas, aren't you? I think the only one that's upsetting is you. Fucking hell. Daddy? Is that Cole? I'm guessing so. You slept pretty late, Cole. We're almost done packing up for the big move. You doing okay? If you ever want to talk about what happened, you can talk to me. I know, Dad. So if you ever want to talk, you'll let me know, okay? Uh-huh. We all ready to go? I just need to get the gas from the cars into the RV. We'll be ready to hit the road as soon as Dale's ready. I'm all set. We can go right after we're gassed up. Okay, everyone, take a good look around the camp and make sure we're not forgetting anything. And then, let's get the hell out of here. It's a bumpy ride, but we'll be fine. As long as I take it slow, we should be on the road in no time. Thank God the snow let up, huh? Just gotta stop shitting on us sometime, you know. We're almost there. Just a little further, and it'll be out of the way. We don't have to get completely off the road, just out of the way. Then I think we've about done it. You guys can give it a rest. Phew! I don't think I could have lasted much longer. Rick, look around. See how many there are. We don't want to get surrounded. Whoa, whoa, hold your fire. Who the bloody hell are you lot? What the fuck? Oh, jeez, man. Oh, God, we could have killed you. I'm sorry to sneak up on you, especially in the dark like that. We were walking across the field when my daughter, Julie, saw your headlights. We don't see a lot of people, live ones at least, not anymore. I hear you. I was starting to think we were it. I'm Rick. Tyrese! Tyrese! What the fuck's he doing in there at this point? Mate! I mean, in the show, they meet him at the prison. You know, that's like, what, season 3? Fucking hell, man! And this here is Julie and Chris. Do you guys have any food? Bit rude. Julie and Chris are going steady. Dating, I don't know the correct term anymore. Anyway, Chris was staying with us when everything started. Going to hell. Family problems, long story. We had a pretty good setup before we ran out of food, and it got cold. Without heat, our house was as cold as it was outside. We didn't have a fireplace or anything. So a couple of weeks ago, we set out in search of food. We thank you all for what you got here. We haven't eaten for a couple of days. Don't mention it, man. It's just good to see a new face. Listen, we're calling it a night here soon. And I'm sure we could make some room in the RV for you, if you and your kids want to stick around. Just for tonight, or longer. I think it's safer to be in groups. You're welcome to tag along with us. That's kind of your wit. But if it's all the same, I think the kids and I will probably just sleep in this car over here. They're not too comfortable around strangers. Understood. We'll see you tomorrow then. You're just inviting a stranger to sleep in the same room as us? He's got kids with him, Laurie. So do we. Don't be so trusting, Rick. Sorry about that last night. 1 minute I'm telling you we haven't seen anyone. The next I'm using the kids are afraid of strangers as an excuse to not sleep in the RV with you. It's just you can never be too careful, you know. You guys could have been travelling cannibals for all I know. What changed your mind? The jury's still out. I understand what you're saying. Though this stuff changes people. I just watched my best friend flip out and try to kill me not a couple of days ago. I'd never seen anyone act like that, let alone him. I was so shaken by seeing the change in him, I almost didn't even realise the danger I was in. I think we've got some good people here. I think we're getting by okay, but honestly, I just don't know what anyone's thinking. To me, that's scarier than any half-rotten ghoul trying to eat my flesh. A couple of weeks after this all started, the first time we ran out of food, we made a run down to a county store about 2 miles away from our house. We got there to find this place torn apart. It'd been looted 3 times over, but there were still stray cans all over the place. It seemed safe enough, so Julie, Chris and I split up, looking the place over to find as much food as we could. There was this nice old man, gotta be at least 60. He was always sitting in front of the store with buddies chatting away about God knows what. Nicest old man you would ever meet. Always had a kind word to say. While we were separated, he got a hold of Julie, pulled her into the back room. Seems he'd been living in this place. He had no idea anyone was even there. The sweet old man, the first thing he thinks of when he finally sees other people, he tried to rape Julie. Now it'd been 2 minutes later, when I found him, he'd have done it. I killed that man. Rick. I wanted to, but I didn't mean to beat on him, and he died. God damn. Jesus, man, don't beat yourself up over that. You did what any father would have done in that position. And maybe a cop. But I don't let rules blind me to what's right and wrong, especially in the light of our current situation. I'm not beating myself up because I did it. I'm beating myself up because I don't feel bad about it. Yeah, the end of the world changed it, but look at how it changed me. Oh shit. Romers? Did you just say rumors? What the fuck are you talking about there, Rick? Oh yeah, when we were camped near Atlanta, we went into the city. Most of the zombies just sat around, not doing anything, unless provoked. See, most of them were just content to sit and do nothing, unless something happens by them. Then our camp was attacked. A pack of those things just tore through us, killed 2 of our friends. So, other kinds of zombies that roam around, always on the move. I figure roamers is as good a name as any. They're coming this way. We gotta do something. We've got an axe in the RV. If you want to grab it, guns might attract more of them. The hammer has worked just fine for me so far. We need to split them up. You go that way and try to get that one's attention. Gotcha. Hey, ugly, over here. Shit, looks like they're both coming for me. I'm on it. This way, buddy. Ugh. Good save. Okay, let's do this. Donk, tunk, splank. They're fine. It's all under control. If we're not at least 20 miles from Atlanta now, we're really damn close. Let's start looking for some houses or neighborhoods and get off this highway. Will do. Jesus, are we even going to be able to move this mess? It might take a while, but I think we can. Well, let's get started. It's going to be dark in a few hours. Man, I'm glad we ran into you when we did. Even with using the RV to do most of the pushing, I don't think we could have cleared that wreck off the road without your help. I'm just trying to pull my own weight, Rick. I'm glad you people are letting us tag along. Alright, don't be kissing each other's asses. He's trying to replace Shane as a fucking best mate already. Well, so far, I gotta say, you come in handy. Aside from Rick, I don't think any of us are really that strong. I know pushing cars out of the way was a lot harder before you came along. You're not too hard on the eyes either. Why back at you, God? Why does everyone want to fuck Tyrese all of a sudden? Jesus Christ. Mate, you're so far up his arse, you can fucking eat his breakfast for him. Bloody hell. You guys sure do have a lot of food. We've got Glenn to thank for that. Before we left, we've been stockpiling canned goods he was getting from Atlanta. I was just doing my part. Oh, don't downplay it so much, Glenn. Without you, it would be worse off. We've we'd have to rely on hunting way too much. You're a lifesaver. I've got to agree with that with the lady, Glenn. I haven't eaten this well in weeks. Are Tyrese and Carol gonna get it on? Because the differences in the comic and the TV show so far have bloody blown me away. But if that happens, that would be a surprise. As a guy who's seen him in action, I gotta say, Glenn really knew what he was doing in the city. The fact that he risked his life every day for the good of the camp, that's honourable. If he hadn't been there when I first got into Atlanta, I probably never would have found Laurie and Cole. If I even survived. Hold on for a second, guys. Laurie? What the bloody hell is she doing? Looks like she's being struck by lightning. Laurie? Laurie, is everything okay? No, Rick. I'm pregnant. Well, isn't that fan-fucking-tastic? Quite shocking as well. I didn't know that was going to happen. Bloody hell.